Good morning. I am grateful for this opportunity to share my family's story today, not only to honor Rick's meaningful life and bring purpose to his untimely death, but also to heighten public awareness of the urgent need for safer driving practices along our nation's roadways, particularly in work zones. Rick simply loved being father. He was a hands-on dad. Our children have been blessed to have been touched by a father who lived his life as a man of honesty and integrity. Rick was a well-respected 21-year veteran of the Maryland State Highway Administration who consistently demonstrated a strong sense of responsibility for public safety. He took his role as team leader very seriously and recognized the danger that working along the roadways presented. That danger became our family's reality when Rick was killed while working along a ramp connecting Route 340 to I-70 in Frederick County. Ironically, Rachel and I each passed by that accident scene at different times that morning, not even remotely sensing that our lives had already been changed forever as we looked upon the vast amount of emergency vehicles present. I remember commenting to Carl that something big must have happened and that maybe we should call Dad to see what was going on along the road. But then, having realized that if he was there, he'd be busy, I followed up by saying, "Oh, he'll tell us all about it at dinner. We can wait to hear then." Little did I know that less than 2 hours, a state trooper and a state highway representative would arrive at our home where our 20-year-old daughter would receive the shocking news of her father's death. I cannot describe what it was like to see my daughter's face as I received the news she had bravely kept from her little brother until my return home more than 2 hours later. Nor do I have the words to tell you what it was like knowing that upon sharing this news, I would shatter my 10-year-old son's childhood innocence long before its time. In Rick's memory, we ask every driver to focus safely each and every time they get behind the wheel. Driver inattention has been identified as the cause of 80% of crashes. These crashes aren't simply accidents. They can be prevented. You can prevent crashes by making the right choices, to choose safety for life, and plan ahead, stay alert, slow down, think orange, and look out for the lime-colored safety clothing worn by highway workers in all types of work zones. Practicing safer driving behaviors does make the difference between life and death.
It's very clear now why Rick's coworkers remember him talking so fondly of his family. Our frontline workers are the backbone of SHA operations, and my mission is to continue to do everything possible to protect them. And that's why we're here today, so another family need not experience your tragedy and pain. Above all else, safety is our number one priority, and our goal is to have every worker and motorist return home safely at the end of the day. Although we engineer work zones to be as safe as possible, the conditions are not ideal. I'm sure that just by driving through this work zone here at the Beltway Charles Street interchange, you notice the extra caution and attention it takes to successfully maneuver through a work zone. That's why we're a partner in National Work Zone Safety Awareness Week with the theme, Work Zones Deserve Your Undivided Attention. Lives are on the line, and not just those of highway workers.
We are here today to get the driving public to understand that when they encounter a work zone, they encounter a danger zone. The overriding objective of this program is to encourage a change in behavior and urge drivers to do what they should already be doing. While many of us go to work each day in an office or a factory or another protected space, the people that work in this area, construction workers, this is their office. And they're only protected by a helmet and a reflecting vest. Our goal is not to issue citations. It's simply to sound the warning that slowing down and paying more attention will save lives. In fact, we would like it if we didn't issue one citation, because that would mean people are in fact obeying the law. Each day, more than 200,000 vehicles pass through here at speeds in excess of 50 miles an hour. And working in the middle of all this traffic are dozens of construction workers. These are the men and women with children and families who love them and depend upon them. Sometimes only an orange barrel separates workers from cars and trucks that are whizzing by at 50, 60, and even 70 miles per hour. But these work zone cameras do serve as a deterrent, and they will be active at sites throughout the state to enhance both the safety of our workers and the safety of drivers.